used to deliver fast food for one of our restaurants, and you do end up in some funny, peculiar situations. So this one time I'd gone to a particular estate, and it was, you know, when the houses are a bit like a rabbit warren, and they're all called walks or gardens and things like that, and you can't get the car there. You literally have to park up, and you could be 15 minutes trying to find out where the house is. And then so you jump out and you're walking about, and there's like white garden furniture and a couch that's been on fire in the back street, and there's kids' scooters and cars and like the odd trainer just laid around, that kind of estate. And then I got to this house, and it was the last house on a run of terraced houses, and it had like an alleyway down the side. And I knocked on the door, and obviously somebody had come to the door, and I could hear some clanging and banging and rattling and checking and all this, and the door handle's going. I'm like, what's going on here then? Because I like to get the food ready, so I just literally go bang, bang, see you later, and I'm off. He's rattling the door and rattling this and the other. And I didn't realise until after he opened the door, he must have had about 8 to 10 different locks on the door, and he was undoing this one and undoing that one, and this one was a chain with a padlock, and he forgot, you know, the little chain that only lets you open the door so far. And he went to open the door, and he just went ping, and something shot off and flew over his head. And I was like, wow, he's got, you know, when you look at the side of the door and there's like lock, 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 like Yale lock and all the different holes and things. And he went off and started looking for it, and I'm like, I'm stood here with your food, you've took 5 minutes to open the door, it took me 15 minutes to find the house, and now you're looking for a tiny piece of metal that's somewhere in your house to secure your door from whoever might be you're trying to secure the door from. And then his lass comes to the door and gets the food offers, and her eyes are all over. Bearing in mind it's like 11:30, 12 o'clock. And then out the corner of my eye, this lad comes up the alley, looks at me, I look at him, and he turns around and walks off. And I'm like, what's this guy's deal here? And you know, you think, am I going to get done over here? Do they think I've got loads of money on me or what? Anyway, he must have been hanging around the corner. I give them the food and I go to walk off, and the guy comes out from down the alley and straight in the house, and he's obviously come to collect a parcel of sorts. And you're just like, so how people live, you know, what the daily life is, you know, it's unbelievable, isn't it, really? And then you sort of touch the little crust and that, and you have a little look inside, you're like, oh, I don't know how people live like that. But yeah, you put yourself in some funny situations when you're a delivery driver, and I can imagine, you know, the centre of Middlesbrough, when you're going out at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night to house parties and all the things that go on in, you know, the back streets of Middlesbrough, you think that is a bit of a job. And I know it's probably cash in hand, and it's not telling the taxman and all such as that. I wasn't cash in hand because I did it for free because I owned the shop. So I do pay my taxes. I pay a lot of taxes. Thanks very much. But yeah, it was just an interesting. You just think, you know, I wouldn't like my wife to be doing deliveries. I think it's a man's job, a lad's job, who's fast and can run.